Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. Welcome back to Valhalla. Last we left, there seems to be, I don't want to call it civil unrest, but mass riots breaking out in Glitch City. And boss let us stay inside the shop for the night, so let's see what's going on now. And before we get started, now we can finally point out everyone who's on the sides. We have Jill with twin tails looking happy, which is unusual. Boss making a woo face. Dorothy, who's typical like that. And Stella, who's depicted very well. It's not very expressionful, except when she's talking about Kira. Alright, let's go. Rise and shine. Good morning. It's 11 a.m. though. That's morning for me on weekends, or any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Saibatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighboring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. You make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets were flying. No, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of the whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but it was worse last night. There also seems to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot. So not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. I wonder if Say's okay. Should we be worried about Gil? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say, even safer wherever he is than here. I sure hope so. I wouldn't put it past Boss. She has animal instincts. Boss is, she's very keen. As Sukiban Games' mascot, and badass in her own right in this world, she has main character energy just oozing off of her, so she'll be fine. And if she says someone else is gonna be fine, they'll be fine. Are we gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Oh, alright. Say, you want me to help you get you to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay then, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. Ah. And here we go. Probably my second favorite song on the soundtrack is, Conversation? What's the name of the song? Give me a second to look it up. I believe it's like a modern conversation or something. But let's appreciate it. I'll even put up the sound just for a minute. I'll even do that much. How nice am I? So let's all just chill for a second. Alright, and we are back. The name of the song is Friendly Conversation. And that's what I like about it. And it's a very upbeat song and very high pace for the name, Friendly Conversation. And it has a cool new layout, Valhalla, cyberpunk bartending action, up and down, like a news scroll at the bottom. Alright, back into the actual game. And here we are. Home sweet home. Hey, thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit actually? Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit. Mostly to thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me is a bit is that what worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. Ho ho. 2 more beer? Jill, don't even front. I was gonna say to one of us going through the Spanish announcer's table. Ah, boss is bringing up her wrestling. But I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me. Want one? Cigarette? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? It gets cold from time to time, but nothing the kotatsu and heater can't fix. Oh right, boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Oh, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago and it was too big for me. Why buy it then? It was dirt cheap. Right. Wait, where did you get this one? I don't know. Some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing. It's just like one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use. It just ripped. I see. There's a story there. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Just for context, Jill's 27, and boss is of an unknown age. I suspect maybe 33? She has history being with the San Francisco Police Department in her younger age, which was like, I'd say late 20s, and this game takes some time after 2064. I mean, read-only memories, so maybe she's lower 40s, upper 30s, but I'm gonna guess 33. Boss looks too cool to be what the game outputs maybe 40-year-olds look like, unless she has like nanotech to keep her young. Anyhow, I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus, I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change to something more comfortable. Take your time. Da 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 da. And Fore's like, person. And Dana's like a kitty. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just Fore. He's just worried of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat? They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. Ah, I see. What? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any old dog. Right. Huh, this picture isn't something you see every day. Oh, what? Me taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these people? Wait, did I skip something? No, I don't think I did. Who are these? Oh, that's, the one on the right is Lenore, my, ex-girlfriend, and the one on the left is Gabriella, her sister. Oh, Gabrielle, her sister. Huh, is this pic recent or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what'd you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of her house, breaking a couple things on the way out. Ooh. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away, haven't said a word since. Really? Huh. It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. And you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pick out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest and listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing that they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic. Then, I felt miserable. I'll, just put this away. I've been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I will meet her on the street. I just don't know what I could I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. Maybe. Hey, what's that on the table? Don't look at it, boss. Looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing. Now, please give that to me. Envelope. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry. Now we imagine Jill clutching the letter and maybe sneaking it into a drawer or a back pocket. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer. Alright. So let's just appreciate Jill's outside apartment. We have Kira Mickey's Shine Spark out November 15th. Kira Mickey. We have our beerometer. Beers left. Beer so far 0. Cans left 12. Remaining beer 100%. And we have the drink option. And I believe you get special dialogue depending on how hammered you get. I think. But I'll just chill out for now. Damn, you have lots of beer. Well, the BTC gives me discounts and a point card every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and are also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one at the bar is more of a double IPA. This one is more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. And we're gonna drink one. Again. And again. And again. And again. And now we have the open tab. Don't know. It doesn't taste like it. It's a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what's the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Nutriogenic dimetrical lingeal, or NDL. It was a supplement or something, right? The clicking of a brand new beer. It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the main KISS polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so the NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this the one made with it? Let's see. Yep. Here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. And we down our beer. Drink, 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 drink. Alright. Cornstarch. It serves as a stabilizer if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. And I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. And you know what? We'll open another one just for fun. And drink it. And drink it. And drink some more. And drink it all down. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Don't know. With what being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Aww, boss. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me that you kept that poster of me in the room. Low key, I'm gonna be real with you while we drink this beer. I want a poster of Boss in my room too. I'm not sure if I want the girls' frontline one that they made new art for in the collaboration, or just the pixel one that you can get on Redbubble or whatever. But I do want one of those because it's just so ironic. And as Jill will tell us, like, she put it up for funsies. Like, why would you have a picture of your boss in your room if not for either burning love or out of lulz? And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know. Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny too. And we drink. And we drink. And we drink. But we'll leave some for now. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something that you had it there, and you had it there as a conversation starter. I feel like I know someone who does that. Although no one comes here anyway, so it's kind of pointless. It's for me and me only. And now we finish our drink. Click. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think? And I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of that sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back though. That's what friends are for. And we'll finish off our beer for that sad tale of Jill failing to get some for some reason. Alright. Oh, and now we're wasted. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey Jill, where'd you get that black Fore ball? Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building, not long after I moved here, I think. Let's drink some more. Ah, I see. It was quite the sight though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater in it, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then, I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turns out, the little shit started following me. So you brought it home. And we open, and we drink. But just a little. At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so he ended up staying. And we continue. It was destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute though. Not like the fat mass is sleeping on the table though. And Fore says, "Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know." And Boss looks at Jill in amazement and goes, eh? And Jill's like, "Oh, whoops." Oh, shit. I actually did that in front of somebody else. Oh. Anyway. And if you don't get the implication, our cat doesn't talk. There may be talking dogs in Glitch City, but talking cats may or may not be a thing, at least in this household. So, Jill does ventriloquism for Fore. And I believe that's the thing. You can pretty much guess what animals are thinking, unless you just want to make it up. So, Jill has a weird hobby that she does every single day she comes home. Don't away me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that? Maybe. Certainly not every day. I wonder if Gil's alright. And we finish our beer out of embarrassment. You're worried about him? You make it sound like I'm sort of a motionless robot. You can be pretty hard to read. And that spurs us to drink even more. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And the third? He absolutely hates bell pepper. He does? I've seen him even reject food that's been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. And Jill yawns her way while drinking beer. Maybe getting a little bit sleepy. Only 2 beer cans left. He's not, I've checked. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy, boss? He, showed him in front of the door of the bar one day. What? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, the levitation potion. I don't know why Jill keeps giving boss slack. Have we known our boss to lie? It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, so I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. And we'll drink to Gil. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I judged him for what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. I want to hear more about this. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. Gulp. I could take care of myself and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone that desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know. Oh, how so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. Well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. Are you alright, Jill? And we'll finish our beer and open the last one. Yeah, why? It's, weird to see you say that so openly that someone's hot. What? Even you can see that she has a hot body, boss. You'll find no objections here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to a room and... Jill, are you sure you aren't drunk? I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean, drink. Ahem. But those are thoughts I leave to myself, and I don't think I can handle her in a relationship. She has, weird standards. Alright, last beer. We'll make it last. Then she's as straight gets. Boo. She's still a lovely person, though. That she became a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. There's also the sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kinda noticed that too, but then again, Lilum can be weird. Huh, you think? Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can just reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. Drink. It's not that they haven't attained human-like emotions like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy is a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilum is a bit weird though. It is? You expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey that image of automatons. Just the tip, boss. Bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is akin to calling them fake. Ah, thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilum? This is something I actually know already from Persona and reading about, just stuff in general. But Jill will tell you better. As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Ooh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? Oh boy, we'll finish off our drink for this. Alright, and we are out of beer. It'd be nice if we had an animation for like clicking this, and then Jill just shakes her can and just nods her head like meh. Alright, here we go. I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. As we're doing right now. See? Like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels really silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of the shows that got strapped really literally. I mean, it didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty and standards of body image, challenging as fuck. Oh, whoa, you got excited there for a minute. And that's the problem. Back then I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite the full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's besides the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And and what a surprise. Tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. Ooh, that's rough, buddy. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerk asses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. That's a shame. Hating your own name because of jerks. Eesh. At least Jill's a workshopable name. Pavlov would be proud of me. Well, there you go. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet, it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was always the kind of fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I was today. What? Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men? 2D. 2D? Yes, and I don't mind anything as long as it's cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school I liked them funny. In college I liked them successful. After a while I just wanted them stable, and now I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. The bed could catch fire, you know. Not you too, boss. I kinda envy Alma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. If you can call Alma's reasons less petty. In some aspects, that's pretty petty. Like, if someone doesn't like you smoking, then I'd say it's a pretty big relationship breaker. Like, if you don't like alcohol in any aspect, why date someone who's an alcoholic? Hey, are you okay? You didn't drink too much, did you? I'm fine. It's just, it all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh. She had a good position and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Maybe I should go and apologize. Maybe I should. Maybe that will make me rest easier at night. get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but, ah. Hey, Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes for Fore? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by these thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, think about what kind of clothes you can put on Fore. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I have this friend I've known for a long time. A red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut named Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. Wait, Iris? Wouldn't that be... No, that's someone else? Excuse me for ruminating for a second, but... The star of Nirvana is... Iris? Is it Iris? I think it's Iris. Give me 1 second to double check. While we enjoy the scenery of Boss and Jill just chilling on the rooftop, you know, being buds, you know, something to think about. N1V1 ANN-A. Let's see. Nirvana game. Sukaban Games, yada yada yada. Nirvana Games developed by Sukaban Games, yada yada yada. It stars... Yeah, I knew it wasn't Sam. I knew it wasn't Iris. Her name's Sam. Because she's Samantha, and her name's Sam in description. So she's not the one who's the star of Nirvana. But if we're lucky, we'll meet her. Anyway, and sorry for the minute distraction. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually. Oh. It's called Nirvana. And if you thought this city was dangerous... Wait, what? Am I... the game, blah blah blah. Character is Sam. Is Sam's last name Iris? Huh, I'm not saying much about Sam. Maybe her last name's Iris. And I don't think You know what? They may have retconned this in later versions. I think my version of Valhalla is a little bit outdated. So... maybe? I don't know. Yeah, blah blah blah. False Paradise. Gameplay, blah blah. The main character is Sam, a bartender on said island at a high-class bar, Nirvana. 8-year-old son. You know what? Maybe I'm absolutely wrong. I probably have the wrong idea. The main character of Nirvana is Sam, but she's a bartender at Nirvana. And Iris could be the manager of Nirvana, which is what Boss just said as, yeah, she's managing a bar. And it confused me first because Sam's a redheaded bartender too. So I was like, who is Boss talking about? Can't be Sam, because Sam's the main character. Anyway, so everything's cleared up. Sam is still the main character of Nirvana. I'm just confused because I read that weird. And I haven't played Valhalla and read news about Nirvana in a while. Speaking of which, Nirvana should be coming out within the next few months. They said it was going to release 2020. And we're halfway through 2020, so it would be nice to get that soon. And of course, everyone in the sun's going to be playing it, including me. And now that my audio is all nice and cleaned up, it'll be good to play. It's called N1RV On-A. And if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people that she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. On means to annex to another building. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building somewhere and opened N1RV ANN-B to the inn hostel instead. Weird decision. So it seems like Iris runs Nirvana's sister, Nirvanba, and maybe Sam is the head honcho and Nirvana A. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists, then go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. Oh, right. I have a friend in Neo San Francisco. Her name's Lexi. You'd love to meet her. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh. There we go. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? Yes, Jill, didn't you open up the game Valhalla and see your boss as Sukeban Games' mascot? Come on, give it the times. I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyways, aside from you, Gil, my sister, Iris, and Lexi, I guess there are a lot of people that I don't want to see, that don't want to see me in harm's way. Most because they're the ones that want to hurt me. Well, what about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home and in college I went out a lot, but it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. Oh, and Dorothy. I mean, sure as always Fore, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, a cat's fine too, you know. Boss. Boss. Huh? How did you lose your V card? Huh? You know, your V card. Your first time. You're deflowering. Oh, that, well, I'm legally bound to not disclose that information, actually. Does that mean you lost it? Can't disclose that information. Come on, just give me a hint, or... Jill, bad things will happen for everyone if that info is revealed in any way. Alright. Sheesh. Fun fact, even in the Valhalla art book where you get Dana's full profile as Sukeban Games' mascot and how she came to be, there is virtually no information about her. Like, that's still a mystery. Even if you play Valhalla Kids, or search the website, or search the blogs, or search the art books, or probably even Nirvana as well, or even play 2064 and see Dana's cameo, you don't learn much about Boss. Other than she's a total badass and she's Sukeban Games' mascot. You don't know her, how she lost the arm, you don't know her age, and you really don't know what she was doing exactly before she managed her bar. She helped out in Neo San Francisco, but that's it. You don't know anything else but that. Alright. Sheesh. I can only say this. The whole thing is related to my mechanical arm. Great. Now you're just teasing me. Any reason you don't want to know that? Well, everyone's first time is always a mess, but I've always to know if... excuse me? Let me read this one more time. This one's not on me. Well, everyone's first time is always a mess, but I've always to know if it was as messy as a time as mine. I think Jill's drunk. Or the translator was drunk. Or the writer was drunk. Someone was drunk. But once again, I'm playing an old version, I think. And maybe dialogue's a little outdated. Because I know on the PS4 version, it's updated like once or twice. But yeah, my PC version's like a little outdated. What happened? Well, I got all lovey-dovey with my first boyfriend, and we both got naked, and huh? When I saw his dick, I just started I started laughing. What? Got nervous? Nervous? No. I just find dicks funny. You, uh-huh. They're funny. They're... They have a sack attached to them and they grow and... They're just stupid meat rods. And, boss looks at Jill, not sure whether to be weirded out or amused? I'll just say she looks off into the distance and smiles. So, how did your boyfriend react? He went flaccid from the laughter and it just shrunk and went limp. I had to work it out for a bit so I can control my laughter, but it's so hard. They're just so stupid. Now you've got me laughing, Jill. Stupid. I'm sleepy. Jill? Jill. Oh, Jill. She must have gotten drunk from drinking so many beer cans. 12 beer cans to be exact. Well, let's see how to move her back inside before she catches a cold. And we enjoy this rare sight of Glitch City in the snow. Chapter 2, Armaga. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed. Jill is curious about a Daruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a nice day. Click to dismiss this message. Oh, boss left the hoodie anyway. Shame. Alright, so let's buy that Daruma. It should be cracked Daruma? Right. A Japanese souvenir that has seen better days. Still has a vintage charm to it. Want to buy it? Yes. We bought it. Let's return to our room. Alright, Jill bought what she wanted and she is pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Alright, as usual, we'll read the dailies and we'll read them fast. Oh man. Well, let's just read the latest. Well, you know what? Let's read the latest and what Jill says to Fore. Huh. Seems like a lot happened while I was gone. Apollo Bank getting attacked 3. Oh, some deep shit happened right here. Right there. And lastly, Fore says, will you read the file? And Jill says, nah. Alright. Danger, you, dangerous opinions. And once again, it looks like either Boss and Lexi. Can confirm the situation had finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage, it's pretty unsettling. Damn. The file is available from approximately 60,000 sources. Oh boy. Terabytes that contain all operations from the Glitch City government and White Knight operation. Operations. It seems the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages towards the servers inside of the bank, which had the files under several layers of physical security. That shit sounds whacked. How do you even make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling police. Okay, looks like I have to leave, but I'll try and write down all the details for a future post. Gonna need some time though. Godspeed, Anon. Thanks. Thread is closed. So it looks like either 2 people are talking or everyone's deadly serious. Like, no one's fucking around. So there's nothing crazy going on there. And we will read once again just the banter, and then we'll read Danger U's admin has been arrested, since that relates to whatever. Fore says, wrestling? And Jill says, my boss made me curious. And we'll just read this because it's you know, fuck it, we'll just read the whole thing. JSF January 4th, card announced. 66 American Kid and Giant Yusuke headlining by Lonnie Smithy. But the blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 66 American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the annual JSF Dome event. But it's not only the match of the night. The other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK and R-Rates. Full card below. 66 American Kid vs. Giant Yusuke, JSF Championship. Red Comet Jr. vs. Nagisa, Women's Championship. Red Comet Jr.? Boss? Akito versus the Great DK. Roy Campbell versus R-Rents. Huh. That's not a reference to Metal Gear or anything. That's probably a reference to the real person, of course. Jack Bomb and the Blaze versus Huli and the Carta Colada. Tag Team Championships. Ocean versus Siegfried as the final one. Alright. I'm sure some of these are references to Japanese stuff, but I don't know everything about Japan. I wish I knew more about the Japanese wrestling league, but I am not too well versed in wrestling in the first place. Alright. Fore says, you just thought about looking at prices, didn't you? And Jill says, did not. And Nanocam is now making smart underwear. So the article basically says, like, hey, if you got period blood in your underwears, you could just change it to black and wash them. Alright. So here we go. Danger U's admin has been arrested. Again. Cybercrimes unit up the admin's ass. December 17th will come. Second retribution, blah blah. By Lonnie Smithy. Famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin known as Fore for a second time. We have no details to give other than he was arrested as part of an ongoing investigation. The cybercrime units listed Lizette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during call. We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday. When inquired about the arrest, Fore would only respond with the calm, not this shit again. And Jill says, oh, poor guy. Alright, so we will save our game. In day 7 our room. Alright, so we're gonna call it here for Valhalla. No drinks to be made, no customers to please. Just a solid 48 minutes of us talking to boss. And you know what? What a good time it was. What a good time it was. Simple. Valhalla doing what it does best is delivering good story in a very fluid, very natural way. Just a talk between a girl and her boss, 2 friends, women, however you want to put it. Just a normal conversation. A friendly conversation, if you would. So, that wraps it up. Thank you, and goodbye.